It is an extended period of hibernation I went through, something which we Christians in this part of the globe do during the hottest part of summer. That was a brief summer of purgation. I had been through an overdose of Mama Sapano and the unending razzmatazz in the Senate Hall. Senator Gracepo could have shortened the deliberation, but since Majority Floor Leader Peter Cayetano could not just end his dramatics because his TV cameras are still there. Over the weekend, he now tells us he has a bright idea to replace the Bangsamoro Basic Law. His scheme, create 2 autonomous regions in Mindanao because, according to him, the Mindanaoans distrust the MILF. And there lies the rub. Cayetano is compounding the problems. Here's another bright boy trying to impress us that his vicarious knowledge of the conflicts in the Bangsamoro land can be solved by creating 2 autonomous regions. He thinks that his alternative proposal will remove the so-called distrusts. His impression must have sprung from the bloody operations in Mama Sapano, where 44 policemen were killed. The problem here is that Cayetano expects that when 400 government troopers enter enemy territory, they will not encounter hostile forces because, after all, the ceasefire agreement was in place. The cruel reality here is that the troopers entered the territory, all 400 of them, and armed to the teeth. They killed and got killed. In a dire situation such as this, you create catastrophes and even beasts among men. The problem with the top leadership in the government, and sadly to include the police hierarchy, the suspended among them included, is that they cannot handle the truth. Up to this time, nobody admits his fault and blames the MILF instead for the carnage. And because it was the doing of the MILF rebels, the BBL has to be scrapped. The aggrieved families to the fallen soldiers among our valiant policemen cannot be assuaged by the diversion from the truth, however. They knew that their children were prepared to die for a cause, but not on what turned out to be simply somebody's whim. They knew a modicum of what planning and operational strategy is all about. They knew that this one sprung from some people's idiocy, and it's their children who were delivered to the slaughterhouse. Peace, therefore, has become the 45th casualty in these convoluted debates, evasiveness of officials who were responsible by these pyrrhic operations. Here, the position of Davao City Mayor Rodrigo Duterte stands to reason. The botched operation should not be made the reason to kill the BBL. The talks, the deliberation in Congress must proceed. The proposed BBL is not an end-all, otherwise there is really no point why this should pass through Congress. The lapdogs in Congress may pass this bill without any provision being watered down as the MILF intoned, but the trouble in Mindanao, in the Bangsamoro land, will still remain. As Mayor Duterte cautioned, the government has still to reckon with the autonomous region of Muslim Mindanao and fulfill a lot of conditions it's agreed with Ms. Suarez MNLF under the Tripoli Peace Accord. In a forum in Iligan City, Mayor Duterte proffered a solution on how best to proceed from the stalemate and incendiary atmosphere caused by the suspension of BBL congressional action and the Mama Sapano incident. If I was told right, the mayor seriously told those who harangued him on how to go about the problems that haunts the nation to just wait when he becomes president. Under the federal form of government, which he had been campaigning relentlessly for months now, the items enunciated in the BBL will not be suspended. It will all fit in the federal system. The only issue that the mayor was totally against was the creation of a separate police and armed forces under the Bangsamoro state. Now, those are workable solutions indeed, because even Chairman Nur Miswari of the MNLF is in full accord with this. I fully agree too, but there is a predicate to this. Mayor Duterte has to be president, and to be one, he must run. If indeed he values peace, he must give the presidency a chance. If he declines, I neither can write an attribution to him as the mayor who would have been president, nor scribble a painful line as the mayor who could have brought a lasting and stable peace in Mindanao.